Hello and welcome to your yoga flow. We're going to start today in a child's pose, a wide-legged child's pose. So coming to the back of your mat, sitting back on your heels, bringing your knees wide to either side of the mat, and then reaching your arms forward and crawling down, bringing your forehead down to the mat or to a block, books, shutting down the eyes, and just landing here. Letting go of effort. Starting to let go of everything that happened to you today before this moment, everything that's left to do, and making the conscious effort to focus inwards. Starting to tune into your breath. Deepening our inhales and our exhales. On the inhales, feeling your belly expand. And as you continue to bring air in, feeling it come up through your chest and even doming in between the shoulder blades. And on the exhales, you sink a little bit deeper in between your legs and become heavier on your mat. If you like to have an intention with your practice, I invite you to crystallize one now. Use your body, your breath, your current self as a way to inform what your intention should be. Perhaps you need some grounding. And you'll use your exhales to focus your attention to feel the connection to your mat. Or if you're looking to energize, maybe bringing your attention to those inhales and actively seeking ways to challenge yourself. Noticing if your intention comes from a place of ego, and letting your body be the guide. A few more moments here, cultivating that rhythm of breath that you're going to maintain throughout your practice. Know that you have nowhere else to be and nothing else to do. And on your next exhale, coming up onto your hands and knees, and find a neutral tabletop position, adjusting your stance so that your shoulders are stacked above your wrists, knees and hips are stacked, and you have a slight tuck of the tailbone here for a neutral spine. From here, just a few rounds of cat-cows. We start to warm up, curling from the tailbone. Inhale, drop the belly, open up the chest, look up. Exhale, curl the tailbone in this time, doming in between the shoulders, look in between your legs. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And doing this at your own pace, matching movement to breath, adding any variation that you need. Maybe getting into the wrists and your neck as we warm up our spine and core. Maybe doing big circles with the hips. If you're doing circles, making sure you do the opposite side. And then finding your tabletop again in stillness. Continuing to warm up the core. On your inhale, reach your right arm forward and extend your left leg back. Heel in line with your hips, hand and shoulders all in line. Still that tuck of the tailbone for that neutral spine, you're not dumping in. Finding your balance here. Inhale, you can feel yourself expanding, reaching from your fingertips all the way to your toes. On the exhale, bend your arm, bend your knee, have your elbow and knee kiss at the center. Inhale, reach and open up. Exhale, bring it all in. Inhale, reach, open up. Exhale, bring it in. This time on the inhale, reach up and pause. Plant your left hand back down, swing your right leg towards the left and drop your toes. Reach your right arm up now and feel this nice juicy stretch on your right side and play with some movement here. Maybe reaching towards your toes from the left or just reaching ahead. Maybe sinking your shoulders down a little. Just finding a nice stretch here, whatever feels good. Maybe you're still reaching forward. And exhale, come back to center. We'll move over to the next side. So on your inhale, your left leg reaches long, right leg reaches forward. Finding your alignment here in bird dog. Finding your balance. Haven't shift the hips. Inhale to extend. Exhale, bring it all in at the center. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reach it out. Pause. Drop your right hand, swing your left foot towards the right. Reach your left arm forward. Staying here or trying to reach your left arm towards your feet on the right side, getting a really deep stretch. Maybe you're bringing it to the mat, bringing it ahead of you and sinking the shoulder in. What does your body need right now? And exhale, come back to your neutral table. From here, curl the toes underneath. On your next inhale, you're pushing into your hands and feet, bringing your knees off the mat, just an inch to hover, warming up the core. Not holding your breath, relaxing the muscles in your face as you start to build heat. Exhale, drop the knees. Inhale, curl the tailbone up, drop the belly, open up the chest, look up. Exhale, find your neutral table. Inhale, push into your hands and feet, hovering those knees once more. And on your next exhale, straighten out the legs, send your hips towards the sky, downward dog. Any movement here that feels good. Bending one knee then the other as you pedal out the legs, maybe wagging the hips. Sinking your chest and your arms. Drop the neck. Continuing to warm up the chest. Inhale, come high up on your tippy toes, roll like a wave. Come into plank pose. Top of a push-up, slight pause. Exhale, bend the knees, send the hips back, straighten them out, downward dog. And we'll flow from plank to downward dog. Again, matching your breath to your movements. Warming up the body, building heat. Can you go slower? Does your body need to go faster? And we'll meet in a downward dog. From downward dog, walk your hands back towards your feet. Generous bend in the legs, ragdoll. Reach your arms above you, palms facing forward. Getting into the shoulders here, still bending in the knees so that you get a nice release in your lower back. Stillness or movement. Dropping that head, making sure you're not craning the neck. Maybe doing yeses and nos. Bringing your hands now to your shins. Inhale, straighten out the legs, straighten out your back. Halfway lift. Shifting the weight into your toes. Stacking your hips over your heels as if you're looking over a cliff. Exhale, fold at the hip, forward fold. Inhale, generous bend in the knees. Exhale, slowly pull yourself all the way up, curling vertebrae by vertebrae. Bring your shoulders up to your ears and roll them down your back. Tadasana, mountain pose at the back of your mat. Palms facing forward. I'm gonna do my favorite little energizer. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up. With a forceful exhale, we're gonna fold and sigh, swinging our upper body all the way. So we're up, standing, looking tall, feeling energized. And on the exhale, forcefully letting it all go, swinging arms back. Inhale, coming back up, reaching up, maybe a slight back bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale through the mouth. And doing this a few times at your own pace. No one's watching you if you feel silly. I promise this is the most energizing thing you could do. Keeping a nice bend in your knees. This is gonna feel good, not hurting anywhere. Last one, big inhale. Exhale, fold. Coming into an inhale, straighten out those legs, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands back out, come into your downward dog. From downward dog, bring your toes together. Inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Pausing here, no change in the alignment of your hips, your toes are pointed down. Weight equally distributed in your hands and feet. We're gonna just start pulsing our right foot, just about an inch of a difference. So just doing little pulses here. We'll do 10. 1, 2. On your last one, bend the knee, bring it in towards your chest, and plant the foot down. Inhale, come up on your fingertips. Exhale, roll all the way up, crescent lunge. Find your alignment here. Right hip back, left hip forward. Maybe dropping that left hip. Arms are reaching up once you've found that alignment. Sinking into that right knee. You can still see your toes, your knee is stacked over your heel. Inhale, reach up a little higher. On the exhale, bringing your upper body to a 45-degree angle, pause. Start shifting your weight into your right toes, bringing your left leg with you along for the ride, and come into a warrior three. Bringing your left heel in line with your hips, reaching your arms forward. Slight bend in your standing leg. Feeling strong here. And exhale, take a big step back, come back to your crescent lunge. Inhale, switching the direction of your feet, straightening out the legs. You are now facing the long edge of your mat. Exhale, bend the knees and bend the arms. We're coming into goddess, sending your bum back. Your knees are in the direction of your feet, pointed towards the corners of your mat. We're not here too long as we're just getting started. Inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the arms, and shift the directions of your feet again to face the back of your mat. Plant your hands down and take a big step back, downward dog. Either pausing in downward dog, finding child's pose, or joining me for a flow. Inhale through plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale through cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale through plank. Exhale, downward dog. Back in downward dog, bring your feet together. Inhale, left leg lifts this time, three-legged dog. Making sure your alignment is right. We're gonna pulse that lifted leg for 10. Last, when you bend the knee, bring it in towards your chest, drop your foot. Inhale, light on your fingertips. Exhale, roll all the way up, crescent lunge. Find your alignment here. I'm a little off balance today. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, start leaning, 45-degree angle. Pause here. Shift weight into that front leg and come into your warrior three. How's your balance on this side versus the opposite? You are one long line. And exhale, bend the knee, come back to your crescent lunge. Inhale, straighten out both legs facing the long edge of your mat. Toes pointed towards the corners. Exhale, bend the knees, bend the arms, send the bum back in your goddess. Deep inhale and exhale. And then inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Switch the direction of your feet, your back facing the front. Plant your hands, step back, downward dog. Another opportunity here to pause or join me. Inhale through a plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog, lifting your hips and your knees. Straightening up the arms and lower. Fingertips to the nipple line, curling the toes under. Inhale or through plank or table. Exhale, downward dog. Gonna add on to this a little bit. In your downward dog, bringing your feet together. Inhale, left leg lifts this time, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open up the hip, sending your heel towards your bum, knee towards the sky. Nothing's changed in the upper body. Start making big circles with that left knee, warming up that hip. And then do the opposite direction. Find stillness, and on your next exhale, bring your knee into your chest, core plank, and drop the right foot down. Inhale, light on your fingertips. Exhale, roll all the way up, crescent lunge. Big inhale here, we won't stay long. Exhale, come into a 45-degree angle with the upper body. Slight pause. And start shifting the weight forward. Exhale into your warrior three. From warrior three, big inhale, you're reaching from your fingertips all the way to your toes. Exhale, can you curl into a ball, bending your arms and your knee? Inhale, extend it back, warrior three. Exhale, bring it back in. If you're struggling with balance, maybe bringing one hand to the mat, your right hand to the mat. One more, inhale, reach out. Exhale, bring it all in and plant your hands down about a foot ahead of you or on blocks. Reach your right leg back if it's not already. Your heel is in line with your sit bone. And we'll just pulse here for 10. So just moving your heel, your right heel, just about an inch. And on your last one, walking your hands as close as you can towards your left foot, bringing your upper body towards your standing leg, coming into a standing split, your variation. I know your left leg is feeling it. Start lowering your right leg down. Walk your hands out about a foot ahead, bend into your standing foot and plant your back foot. Light on your fingertips one more time. Exhale, roll yourself back into that crescent lunge. Inhale, finding your alignment. Exhale, sinking in a little deeper. I'm not here for long. Inhale, switching directions, we're facing the long edge of our mat. Straight legs, straight arms. Exhale, bend the knees stacked over the heels, arms cactus, maybe chest puffing through in your goddess pose, feeling strong. We'll pulse here for 10, just moving your hips up and down about an inch. And when you're done on your last exhale, we're switching directions towards the back of our mat. Plant your hands down, take a downward dog. Join me for a flow or take a pause here. We will be pausing after the flow. Inhale through plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, lower. Inhale, plank or table. Exhale, downward dog, and drop the knees. Sitting back on your heels, maybe your toes are curled to get a little bit of a toe, to get a little bit of a toe stretch while you're here. Bringing your hand on your heart and one on your belly, shutting down your eyes. Acknowledging the energy you're cultivating and finding that rhythm of breath once more. Anchored by your exhales or expanding, energizing on your inhales. What is the medicine for you today? And when you're ready, we'll meet back in a downward dog. Making your way there slowly. Feet together in downward dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Bend the knee, open up the hip. And we'll start making circles in one direction. Big circles with the knee. Trying to maintain that balance. Weight equally distributed in your hands and your foot. And now do the opposite direction with the knee. Just getting nice warming up of the hip. Matching movement to breath. And on your next exhale, bringing that knee in towards your chest, core plank, and drop the right foot in between your hands. Inhale, light on your fingertips. Exhale, roll all the way up. Find your crescent lunge. Big inhale. And on the exhale, bringing your body to a 45-degree angle. Slight pause here as you find your breath. Shift your weight forward and come into your warrior three. From warrior three, you're reaching from your fingertips and your left heel on the inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, bend the elbows, bring it all in. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, bring it all in. Again, your left hand might be on the mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring it all in. Inhale, reach, warrior three, feeling strong. And exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Making sure your alignment and your hips isn't compromised here. Left heel is in line with your sit bones. And we're gonna pulse for 10. Just moving that heel about an inch. Feeling our right glute engage. On the last one, your next exhale, you're walking your hands towards your back foot and lifting your left heel as high as you can without compromising the direction of your hips. Doesn't really matter what it looks like. I'm sure you're feeling it. Focusing almost more on the fold of your upper body against your leg, your standing leg, than how high your back leg is. Take 2 more deep breaths here. And then walk your hands out just about an inch, bend into that standing leg and come back to your crescent lunge. Slowly reaching your arms all the way up. Whew, getting hot in here. On your next inhale, straightening up the legs, shifting the direction of your toes towards the long edges of the mat. Reaching up, and exhale, bend the knees, bend the arms, goddess. Sending our bum back, slight tug of the tailbone. We're working on opening up the hips here, stacking the knees over the heels. Pulsing here, just coming up and down about an inch. Can you maintain that quality of breath? Or maybe you need to back off and you're not pulsing. Your next inhale, reaching up, straightening out the legs, shifting the direction of your hands and feet. Exhale, bring your hands down and step back, downward dog. From downward dog, pausing here, we will pause after our flow. Inhale through plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back bend of choice. Exhale, lower. Inhale through plank or table. Exhale, downward dog. Bring your knees down from your downward dog. Send your hips towards your heels. We'll come back to that wide-legged child's pose, bringing your knees to the edges of the mat and start reaching your arms forward. As you drop your body in between your thighs, drop the head. Letting go of your practice so far. Letting go of your ego. Scanning the body. Noticing the space you've created. The heat you've built. Coming back to your inhales, feeling lighter, and on your exhales, feeling grounded. Remembering that where the attention goes, energy flows. And subconsciously sending our attention and creating the energy we want. On your next exhale, slowly start walking yourself up and come back to a tabletop position. Toes curled in your tabletop. Inhale, curl the tailbone up, drop the belly, open up the chest, look up. Exhale, curl it inwards, dome in between the shoulders, look in between the legs. Inhale, come through cow. This time on the exhale, just find your neutral table. Inhale, push into your hands and your feet, knees hover just an inch above the mat. Breathing here. And exhale, straighten up the legs, send your bum back, downward dog. Gonna slow it down. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. On the inhale, you feel your heel getting higher. On the exhale, bend the knee, bring it in towards your chest, and drop your knee near your left wrist. We'll come into pigeon, bringing your shin parallel with the short edge of your mat. Your foot is flexed on the left side as you wiggle your right toes back and settle into your expression of this pose. Maybe using a block again for your hips. Sitting tall this way, and when you're ready to let go, on the exhale, walking your hands forward and folding over that left leg, using maybe your hands as a pillow. Really used those glutes today. With every breath, getting a little heavier, a little longer, making that extra space. Inhale, slowly start crawling your upper body up and coming out of it. Planting your hands down in front of you. Curl your back toes, shifting weight into your hands, and then pick up your leg and step back, downward dog. Walk that out. You can stay in downward dog here or join me. Inhale through plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, lower. Inhale through plank or table. Exhale, downward dog. Bringing your legs together. Inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. And the inhale, feeling that heel reach higher. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it in towards your chest, and drop the knee towards your right wrist. Bringing your shin parallel with the short edge of the mat, flex the toe. Sending your hips down, crawling those back toes back, coming into pigeon. Inhale, you're sitting up tall, and exhale, crawling down forward, letting it all go. Respecting the differences from one side of the body to the other. Getting into that right glute after we put it through some. noticing how it may be more of a challenge to stay focused in these postures requiring stillness. Choosing where your energy goes. Practicing focusing our attention on this mat so that we are better at it in our everyday lives. Letting go of any muscles in your face that are getting involved. I know I have to constantly unfrown, stop frowning, drop the tongue from the roof of your mouth, loosen out the muscles in your jaw. Maybe gliding your back teeth from one side to the other, bottom jaw. And on your next inhale, slowly walking up your upper body, planting the hands down, maybe curling the back toes. Bring your knee into your chest and step back, downward dog. Staying here, our last opportunity to flow. Inhale through plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, lower. Inhale through plank or table and exhale, downward dog. Walking your hands to your feet, come take a seat at the middle of your mat. Just plant your bum down, bring your legs out in front of you, still bent. Inhale, reach your arms up, sit tall. Send your arms ahead of you, and on the exhale, curling your spine down, slowly roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Head and neck come down last. Walk your feet in so that your heels are right underneath your knees. We'll come into a little bit of a bridge flow. So hands are planted along either side of you, palms facing down. On the inhale, curling from the sit bone, curling your tailbone, bringing your hips up. Hips first, and as you breathe in on the inhale, your upper back and back come all the way up, keeping those knees together. Tight squeeze at the top of the inhale. Exhale, slow roll down, upper back first, then mid back, then hips. Inhale, flow all the way up. Maybe going up an inch every time, and on the exhale, lowering it down. Following your own rhythm of breath. Tight squeeze of the glutes at the top of the inhale. Can you maintain that intention? Do you need to back off? Do you need to speed up? The next time your hips are lifted, pause here. Welcome to walk your shoulder blades in and clasp your hands onto the, clasping your hands together, pinkies in the mat, getting a nice opening in your shoulders. Inhale, you're reaching your hips up a little bit higher. Breathing here, last bit of effort. Walking the shoulder blades out, plant your hands back down, and slowly roll your body down on the exhale. Bring your knees in towards your chest, give yourself a big hug, and rock side to side. Coming to stillness in the center of your mat. Keep your knees in towards your chest, and with your hands guiding them, start making circles with your legs. Just getting a lower back massage here as you use your legs to kind of, I guess, move your lower back around on the mat, going from one side to the other. Nice release. Bringing your knees back in towards your chest. Exhale, use your hands to split your knees, opening up the hips. Bringing your knees into each underarm here. And again, finding some movement. Maybe rocking side to side. Maybe coming into a full happy baby. We're just taking it easy here. Not here for long. Bring your legs together. Make a tight little ball. Wrap your arms around your shins. Lift your chin and lift your forehead, coming into a tight little ball. Tight squeeze, engage every muscle. And then exhale, let it all go. Come into Shavasana. Legs long. Right leg to the right corner, left leg to the left. Palms facing up along either side of you. Your shoulders are tucked down. Shut down the eyes. Find stillness. Let go of effort. Let go of any rhythm breath. And just be. Feeling your breath course through your body with all the space you've created. Take 5 more luxurious breaths here in stillness. Start wiggling your fingers and toes, making circles with your wrists and ankles. Coming back to your body, back to your breath. Big inhale, morning stretch. Reach your arms overhead, point your toes. And on the exhale, rolling over onto either side, come into a fetal position. Taking one last opportunity for yourself. Say something kind to yourself. Slowly rolling yourself up to sit. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed your practice. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace.